Hey everyone, thanks for visiting us here at ArklateXHomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses with your Thursday morning forecast update. Rain moving out today and the heat, I won't say it's moving in, it will just continue across the region. But the good news today, actually don't have a heat advisory, but it's still going to be a very hot and humid afternoon. Cold front, stationary front still kind of pulling off to the east here, and that's going to keep all the rain to our south today. I think most of us are going to be dry, just a little bit of cloud cover this morning along and south of Interstate 20, so that will quickly lift, leaving us mostly sunny through the afternoon. So by lunchtime today, looking at temperatures in the low 90s and then topping out in the mid 90s a little bit later today. So as far as what we're seeing this morning, of course, we had the front roll through. It did drop our temperatures a few degrees, so most of us starting out still warm, but a little bit better than what we've seen the past few mornings this week, as we've fallen into the low 70s north of I-30, Idabel to Queen at 72. Shreveport still in the upper 70s. We'll probably lose a few more degrees here before sunrise. One thing we are seeing with the rain in the recent days and then skies clearing across Oklahoma and Arkansas, we do have some dense fog north of I-30, and may actually see some dense fog this morning before all is said and done, even along and south of Interstate 20. No advisories in effect, but just something we'll be watching for during the newscast this morning. Wind speeds out of the east at about 5 miles per hour where the wind is kicked in. Pretty calm though, but winds will switch around to the southeast a little bit later today. That will keep our humidity high. We like to see that north wind stick around for a few days after a cold front to kind of push the humidity out of here. That's not happening today, although our dew points are still in the 70s, highs in the mid 90s. We don't have a heat advisory, which is triggered when those feels like temperatures are at 105 or above, but today it will probably still feel like it's 101, maybe 103 degrees. So one of those days, even though we don't have the heat advisory, just kind of limit your time outside. Highs 96 in Shreveport today, up to about 94 in Texarkana. So most of us today in the mid 90s, and that's something we'll see a lot of over the next 7 days. Overall pattern here, the ridge of high pressure in the west building a little bit. That's going to keep all the storms just off to our north here over the next few days. Sea breeze may eventually kick in this weekend. You can see some storms out there in the Gulf of Mexico. Once the south wind kicks in, may begin to see some of those make their way up towards the Arklatex late this weekend into early next week. But I do think we'll probably be dry today, tomorrow, and for most locations through Saturday as well. Futurecast showing as we go into your Friday, another mostly sunny day for us. If you have outdoor plans Friday evening, shouldn't have any impacts, and I would expect the same thing through much of the weekend as well. Lows tonight back down into the low to mid 70s, and we'll be just locked in as far as the highs and lows here. We'll see the highs in the mid 90s and even the upper 90s through early next week. Could see some heat advisories back at some point, just given the higher humidity that we're expecting as that south wind will be with us for much of the next week. Overnight lows in the mid 70s, just isolated spotty rain chances due to the sea breeze Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and into the middle of next week.